Here I'm just going to do a quick little what have I been up to and stuff, and I'm going to show you some footage. We did some Red Elder today, so I'll just talk over that. But we are doing a very basic Arc Stormfire build with all the random stuff that I've got, and a lot of it's me trying to be cool with Blasphemer's Grasp. So I'll very briefly explain how the build works, then I'll show you the footage. So Blasphemer's Grasp gives you increased damage with ailments, so Ignite per Elder item equipped. Increased effective non-damaging elements, so Shock and Chill per Elder item equipped. And then Stormfire lets our lightning damage ignite, so we get loads of lightning damage, which lets us ignite, and then we use a bunch of Elder items to get better ignites. And then we also have a bunch of generic damage on the tree through all the minion damage scaling us, and then Elementalist has a bunch of generic increased damage when we're using golems. So we use a bunch of golems, which give us generic damage, and we do a bunch of igniting stuff. And the build is, like, pretty good damage. The biggest issue I've really had with the build has been defense, and you'll notice that in the footage I'll show in the background. I don't really have any problem whatsoever when it comes to, like, killing any of this stuff. The main problem we've been having is just falling over really easily. So we were originally Mind Over Matter, and then we respec'd into Straight Life, and now we're using a Arn's Heritage in the offhand instead of an Esh in the offhand. The other thing I'm trying to mess around with is trying to 6-link a Covenant chess piece. The reason I'm trying to 6-link a Covenant chess piece is that would give me Blood Magic. And then because I have Blood Magic, we could reserve all of our mana, and then with everything being reserved, we could run a Divination Distillate, and then do Divination Distillate, Arn's Protector, run like triple Purity and stuff. And then hopefully that with like 6,000-7,000 life would be defense, but even then it's kind of a bit iffy. Now, Uber Elite recently did a very similar build in Trade League, and this is a very powerful build to do in Trade League, because if you stack all the additional golems with the way that Elementalist works and with the Harmony Jewels, where you get like increased buff effect and increased damage for each golem you have, his Chaos Golem was giving him something like 22% physical mitigation, I think he said it was, which is pretty absurd, right? So if you can stack all the cool new golem items, and then you have stuff like Impulsor, and you have all the really cool shock effect, and then if you then have the Blasphemer's Grasp and you get really memey going full Elder items in a Trade League environment, then that's loads of additional Ignite scaling. And it's kind of a cool build in the fact that it's got all these weird like cross synergies, and you can use bound fossils, so you get try and craft minion damage in all of your gear, try and have everything be Elder gear. And as you can see, the only issue is defense. So like once I can work out how to fix the defense of the build, it's great, because it's actually like really solid damage wise. And as you can see, because it's an Ignite build, you just zap the boss then run in circles. The problem is you take damage and then you die, right? Like a fucking professional, clean kill. So yeah, that's kind of that. So what other builds have I been doing this league, and what builds would I like to do this league? So I've had like 3 main characters, then I've had some side projects. So I have my Arc Ignite Elementalist, which we're currently trying to like tinker around with. We have a Scorching Ray Occultist, which we played that build, and we chanced every single Ezomite staff that dropped, because the build I would like to play is a Soul Rest Occultist. I can't get a Soul Rest to bloody drop. So we were playing that, and I said that if they put the SRS MTX on sale, I would play an SRS build. They put it on sale, so I made an SRS Necromancer. I managed to craft a really nice SRS mace that I'll show you quickly. Here it is. So this is a 6-link SRS mace, and the reason why this is nice is it has an open prefix, and with level 7 Vagan you can craft the blood magic on it. I have another weapon which is similar. Yeah, this is like a 5-link version. So you can make some pretty cool 6, 7... I think the best you can get is like a 7.5 link weapon. And again, a lot of the stuff I've been wanting to do this league is go full blood magic memes. By going full blood magic memes, this is just me running, Cow's Trial. By going full blood magic memes, you get to run Divination Distillate, stack a bunch of max res, Divination Distillate is really good. Get a bunch of max quantity. Quantity is really nice. Speaking about quantity, I got a Bisco's Leash at the very start of the league, which isn't very impressive, but I got this Ventors yesterday, which is a really nice Ventors. I need to actually bless it up. I just haven't been able to fit it into any of my current builds because my current builds are too resist starved. But yeah, so by using like a good rolled Ventors with a Bisco's Leash, and then where's my Divination Distillate at? Somewhere, here it is. You just stack a whole bunch of quantity, you get a whole bunch of max res, you get all the flask effect nodes, and that's sort of that. So what else have I been up to? I've been doing a little bit of the fossil hype train thing that people have been doing. So Gooda made a video about like low-level darkness fossil farming in like the first or second week of the league, and this character is basically the bad SSF version of that. The core concept is you have more flat regen then you have energy shield, meaning you can take like infinite darkness damage. So what this means is that you can just infinitely run around in the dark, you never die to degen, and you just run around picking up fossils and flipping things. So here you go, oh, fossil, click, right? As you can see there though, the problem with having such a low life total is what happens when you get hit, you die. Now, if you have Ichimanji, which is a random one-handed sword which gives you increased buff effects, and you dual wield them with Phase Run gives you reduced visibility. Where is Phase Run? Here. Reduced visibility to enemies. With 2 Ichimanjis, you actually have 96% reduced visibility to enemies. So if I was doing this in Trade League, I would dual wield 2 of those. I would go full curse effectiveness, run a Blasphemy Temp Chains, and as long as you have your Phase Run up, you'll never get seen by anything. And if you want to see someone doing that, Octavian has been streaming a lot of this. So you can do this and just like sit around farming fossils all day, farming resonators all day. Another kind of cool trick with it is if you don't blow up any walls or anything, then what happens is the loot will respawn. So you can just find a really nice long stretch, run around infinitely in the darkness, it has no Azerite cost attached to it, and you just run around doing this forever and ever and ever and just keep picking up loot. Now, if I was doing this all day, every day, I'd get bored within seconds, but it's kind of a chill thing to just, like, log on, do for half an hour. And it's like, whenever I really need a particular kind of fossil, like I really need bound fossils, for example, then I can do this for an hour, collect a bunch of bound fossils, and go on and do whatever. Now, most of the what was I saying? Most of the, like, raw rewards from this is doing this at the very low depth levels. So if you're not doing it at like past 200, it's not really worth doing. Because I'm SSF, I don't have the good stuff. I've been doing like the scuffed version at low tiers. It's kind of whatever. But yeah, you can kind of see the concept. So that's kind of what we've kind of been messing around with. My biggest cockblock I've had this league is I've just been really unlucky with 6 links. We've thrown everything into this fucking Covenant and had, like, Dickle. I tried 6-linking Queen of the Forest. I was also playing a Viz Mortis build. A lot of what I've been doing this league is, like, I play a character to, like, 92-ish, and then just throw all of my currency trying to 6-link random items. Not that one. Although I did try and link that chest. Where is it? This one. Get frustrated, collect a cool gear for something else, and be like, oh, let's play this now. One thing that I would like to do, since I've spoken a lot about it in past leagues, I'd really like to play a Cremation build. Cremation is a really cool skill. It has very good single target. The main issue with Cremation has always been it's had kind of trashy map clear. But with the staff rework and having played quite a few staff builds this league, when I say staff rework, by the Phase Run and Flame Dash buffs, staffs feel a lot less shitty. You can roll life gain on hit from spells on rings, but a really budget version you can use is Namahu's Sign. I think I saw someone do a Cremation build on Reddit recently. He did it as Assassin. I'm not entirely sure why he did it as an Assassin. But basically, Cremation's like a really good budget boss killer. The reason why it's very good at bossing, if we also go back to the random Tarke stairs at stuff footage, see if we can find the Elder stuff, is it works like a totem build, which the totems can't die, right? So much like how with the Ignite build, the thing which is kind of cool about this Ignite build for bossing is once you've Ignite the mob, you just run around in a circle for ages. You do the exact same thing with Cremation. So you drop down your Cremations and you just run in circles. You want to use Seraph Shards with it, because Seraph Shards gives you additional projectiles. So you do like Seraph Shards, Dying Sun, and feels amazing, man. The issue and why I haven't done a Seraph Shards Cremation build yet is it has to be 6-linked. You can't just be like, you can't have the Cremation in your tabular. The Cremation has to be in the Seraph Shards, which is the main annoying thing about it. And Twitch, please. So yeah, those are the random builds we've been playing recently. I will keep you updated as I sort of muddle about. For what we've been doing league-wise, Atlas-wise, all of that good stuff. We've been going for full completion. We've been farming Chim, and by farming, I think I've done like 7 Chims. We've had 0 drops from Chim. I want some Scourges, that's where you get the bestiary cards from. I've been not running the other Guardians. I don't want to put them on my Atlas until I at least get 1 Scourge. Then once we've done that, I'll do a Shaper run or 2. If I then get a Dying Sun, maybe play some cool builds that way. But we're just sort of bouncing between characters. SRS has been a lot of fun. Occultist has been a lot of fun just because Profane Bloom is very satisfying. The Arc Ignite I think has been the best thing, but I also think I kind of broke the build by respecking from Mom to Pure Life, so I need to work that out. But yes, I'm Tarke. I really like how it looks though. It looks amazing. Have a good day, and let me know if you've got any ideas on how I can fix my like 4 scuffed builds. But bye.